Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Trent Lesser, and today we're going to be talking about why most business owners struggle with clarity and they feel stuck because they don't have a simple and structured plan to execute on. And so in this video, I'm going to show you a 4-page growth planner that I've used personally in my businesses, as well as consulted countless others, that's going to give you focus, structure, and a plan and roadmap that you can execute on. And so if you're new to the channel and you're just getting started with me, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and you can download the Evolve Growth Planner that we're going to go through today in the description below. And so unlike other complex business plans, this is a fast and actionable strategy tool. So to be clear here, I'm not here to hype you up and motivate you. If you have jumped into entrepreneurship and you own and operate or want to own and operate a business, you've already taken the plunge, okay? So I'm not here to make you feel good and hype you up and hoorah ya. We're going to dive into actionable strategies today that's going to help you to define your vision, set goals, and track progress to work on your business. And we're going to do it in just 4 pages. So you don't need some 30-page synopsis to dive into. This is going to take you under an hour, and understand that this is going to help you instantly start making better business decisions and give you clarity. Most people will end up just stuck in a rut of continuing to work in the business and operate with customers and react to whatever's going on throughout the day, right? Fulfillment team, depends on where you're at and where you're starting. Without further ado, let's dive in and I'll walk you through everything. I want you to use this planner. I want you to carve out an hour of your time. Listen to me very carefully. Jim Rohn says that most people spend more time planning out their vacation than they do their life. And so you took the plunge. How serious are you about growing your business? How much implementation and plan have you actually put together? Or has it just been stuff through your head and it's constantly changing and you're constantly trying to figure out and pivot and you have no clarity, right? This is going to give you direction and an actionable strategy that you can start to implement today. Spend an hour, carve out your time, print this out, sit down with a pen and a paper, no distraction, put the phone away, get away from your family, get away from your friends, get away from your employees if you have them. Hone in on mapping out the vision of what your business looks like. Okay. And so without further ado, let's dive in. Number 1 is your business identity and your purpose. I want you to ask yourself, what is your company's mission? Now, if you don't have a mission, that's fine. What exactly is it that you sell? What is it that you provide? And why do you want to do it? So for instance, with Lesser Energy, my residential solar company, our mission is to help homeowners reduce their energy cost, lock in and achieve a cheaper rate for their electricity, and take advantage of tax credits. Next section we're going to dive into here is core values. Now, when I was just getting first started with my business, core values were something that I just Googled and I pulled off of Nike's website and I pulled off of Apple's website, and I was digging through different companies' websites and I was finding like, what are their core values? I don't know what mine are. Bullshit. Because I didn't understand the importance of core values. And so let me make this incredibly clear for you. The reason why core values are so important to your business is because this is how you make decisions in your business. And this is also how you hire companies, business partners, employees. If any of those don't align with your core values, you need to get rid of them. Fire the client, fire the subcontractor, fire the marketing company, fire the employee, or even fire yourself and reanalyze what are your own core values for yourself and what are the core values of your business, and do they align? Next thing we're going to answer is, what makes your business unique? Are you just another roofing company that sells roofs and does roof estimates? Or do you have some proprietary technology with drone surveys that you operate, and this is how you do your roof inspections, and we provide this 3D incredible impressive scan for free to take a look at in terms of what their roof looks like? What makes our business unique is that we're not just a solar company. We offer residential energy efficiency upgrades to homes. So it may include a solar attic fan, it may include insulation, it may include a blower door test so that we can test the efficiency of and the energy of the home. Step 2 is understanding the future success roadmap. So it's really incredibly important that you dive in and you think as big as possible over what the next 5 or 10 years in your business look like. What are your long-term revenue and growth targets? Is that doing 15 million a month? Is that doing 150 million a year? Is that being international, global? Are you trying to tee everything up to have someone come in and acquire and own the business? Are you looking for partners? What does the long-term strategy look like? Get crystal clear on what that looks like. And then last question here is, how will your brand impact your industry and your community? What is the impact? What is the impression that you want to make on the people within your organization, your team, your customers, and the marketplace in general? What is that impact? I want you to think as big as possible on this. Moving right along. Number 3 is your business evolution plan. And so we've carved out what the long-term 5-year, 10-year looks like. Now I want you to reverse engineer, take it back a step. Okay, we have this massive target. Now how do we reel it back? And how do we focus on 3 key milestones to achieve in the next 3 years? My 10-year plan is to hit 100 million in sales and be all across the US. What are the 3 key milestones? And then I want you to think back and look at what improvements will you have had to have make in operations, marketing, service, the delivery, the fulfillment, your accounting. Do you have books set up? Do you not? Do you have partners? What are the improvements that you will have to make in order to achieve your 3-year goal and hit those milestones that you carve out? Now that we have the 3-year, we're going to dive into the 1-year goal. And this is the annual performance blueprint. So this is where it starts getting more actionable. We've done all of the vision casting. We know where we want to go. Now it's time to reel it back and hone in on what the hell do we need to actually work on and accomplish. And so we start with a revenue goal for this year. Now, very simple. To figure out your revenue goal, don't just throw out some random number. I want you to take your average order value or your average project size. So for us, it's, call it $30,000. And if we want to sell 500 projects and they all cost $30K, our revenue goal for the year is 15 million for the year. What are the top 3 business priorities for the year? Okay, so within hitting the goal, if my goal is 500 projects and 15 million a year in revenue for this next year, what are the top 3 business priorities for the year? So for me, it would be to continue to scale and build out a better sales team, continue to scale our marketing, paid advertisement, our call center, and door-to-door. Okay? And my other priority would be to make sure that our referral system and our fulfillment on the back end when projects complete is just dialed to where we're teeing up continuous referrals, continuing the lead generation, and creating a great flywheel for upsells or side sells into other products or strategic partnerships that we have. So if you can hone in on just one thing, what is the area where you need the most attention? Is it in sales? Are you getting leads, but you're not able to close any business? Is it building a team? Is it having sales reps stay on board? Is it finding good subcontractors that continue to do good work that will show up and they're not off on a bender doing drugs and whatever else, right? Or is it that your systems lack and there's a ton of stuff falling through the cracks? Appointments aren't kept well, clients aren't organized, leads are all over the place, managing your contacts through a phone and you're just texting whoever. What areas need the most attention for your business? And so now that we have the big picture, the 10-year, we've raveled it back to like what a 3-year looks like. We've unraveled what the year looks like, and we've set up some more actionable, achievable, realistic goals for this next year. Now it's time to dive into a 90-day sprint. And so what are the quarterly impact priorities that will move you forward in order to hit your yearly goal? What does the next 90 days look like? And what are the top 3 to 5 key projects that you can focus on to get closer to your yearly goal? And then I want you to answer the question, who is responsible for each of these key projects? And so if you're a solopreneur, congratulations. All of this lands on you to get done this quarter. If you have a team, who is responsible for achieving one of these are? So for example, if I'm looking to dial in and scale my Facebook ads, I'm going to put my marketing manager in charge of that. Their entire goal is to make sure that we dial in on a $45 cost per lead and a $200 cost per appointment set. Dial that in, delegate it out, be crystal clear with your team. Second to last here, market positioning and client acquisition strategy. We've casted vision. We have what the next 90 days look like. What is the unique value proposition of our business? All right, and so for lesser energy, we're going to come in, we're going to consult with you, and we're going to guide you to lowering your electricity cost by offering energy efficiency products along with residential solar. What is the unique value proposition that sets you apart? Okay, is it a certain way that you do things? Is it a certain vendor or product that you offer that no one else has or that very few people have? Or is it that you offer $0 down for people to move forward and the rest of the market isn't offering that? What makes you special and different from everyone else out there? And now once we have our UVP dialed in, who is your ideal client? I want you to think around, who is the perfect customer? If I wanted to send you referrals in a perfect scenario, who is the one person that I want to get in front of that I know absolutely can take advantage of my services? And so for us with solar, we typically look for homeowners that have just moved into the home within the last year or two, or families that are planning on raising their family in their home, and they can take advantage of different savings, tax credits, incentives. That is my ideal client. They drive a Toyota Camry, a minivan. They have 2 or 3 kids. They're retired on a budget, and they're looking for ways to lower and offset the amount of homeownership costs that they have to accrue, right? Once you have your ideal client dialed in, how do you plan to attract new customers? Are you running trade shows? Do you have a door-to-door sales team? Are you building one? Do you have a call center set up? Are you cold calling people? Are you texting people? Are you going to referral groups, networking groups? How do you plan to attract new customers? Is that paid advertising? What does that look like for you? Dial that in, write that out, exactly what you want it to look like. And last but not least, we have our operational and performance optimization section. So I want you to think around, what are the biggest problems that continue to come up and float to the top for you? Write those down. And what systems or tools can improve the efficiency of these problems? Is it setting up an automated self-scheduling booking calendar that has notifications for text and email to inform and let homeowners know that, hey, we have an appointment scheduled and you can add it to your calendar? Or is it that you're forgetting to follow up with people and you don't have a CRM set up to notify you and create tasks and where you can put people's information in? If you're still running on spreadsheets and using the contacts on your cell phone, maybe you need to integrate a CRM and a system that can improve the efficiency so that stuff stops falling through the cracks. And then lastly, what's measured is improved. Okay? And so we want to track our key performance indicators, our KPIs. And so I like to keep track of everything. The more data I have on my business, the better picture it gives me of what's going on, what the problem is, and what we need to focus in on. What can we tweak and improve that's going to make the biggest percentage of difference for our business? And so if you're a solopreneur and you're wearing all the hats, a good place to start is to set up sales KPIs, set up marketing KPIs, set up fulfillment KPIs, set up how much revenue you've done, and track this weekly, monthly, quarterly, and then yearly, and we can start to analyze all of this data, right, and make improvements. The more you can track, the better you can get at having clarity over what's actually going on in your business. And so, listen, I hope this was helpful. Last couple of tips for you is to make sure that you review and you update this plan every quarter so that you can track all the progress within your business. And make sure that you share this with your team members, including your assistant or any low-level employees that work for you. You want to get crystal clear on making sure that your vision and your mission and where you're going and how we do things and why we do it is in alignment with all of your team so that they can go execute in what it is that their roles and responsibilities are. So keep this document accessible. I personally recommend throwing this into a drive, like a Google Drive, and I just share this link. And then I'm reviewing this link. I'm reviewing this at least once a quarter, and I'm reviewing this at the end of the year to remind myself and stay on track and have clarity. Go take an hour of your day, sit down with a pen and a paper, turn your phone off, dive in to creating a roadmap so that you can achieve a sustainable business that is growing and succeeding exactly the way you want it. If you like this video, shoot me a subscribe below, follow along, shoot me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you in continued videos and helping you launch, grow, and scale your business. Peace.